Adding lyrics to your releases in DistroKid is a simple and effective way to improve the findability of your music. In this video, I'm going to show you how to get it done. Let's go. Like most things in DistroKid, there's two ways to get there. We can go to Goodies and enhance your music and lyrics. This will take us into the section where we can add both plain and synced lyrics for all of our songs and releases. You've also got access to the lyrics FAQ there, which is super handy and something you want to familiarize yourself with. The other way to do it is to click on My Music, select your actual song or EP or album, and once you're in there, scroll on down and find the plain lyrics and synced lyrics sections. Before we get started adding lyrics, there's a couple of things to know. First of all, plain lyrics are available on all DistroKid plans. However, synced lyrics are only available if you upgrade to the Musician Plus or the Label plan, and there's more information about the difference between those down in the description. The other thing is you may want to familiarize yourself with the lyrics FAQ because there's quite a few nuances to know about. We'll talk about a few of them here, but you may want to check that one out, or go to My DistroKid FAQ for a very simple checklist for releasing your music and adding things like lyrics to enhance your releases. Let's go ahead and add some lyrics. I'm going to click on my single Grown here, and we're going to scroll down and click on plain lyrics because we can't sync what isn't already there. Here is all the information that you need to know, and I would suggest reading this. In fact, I'm going to read it to you because it's just that important. Do not include the vocalist's name. Don't include extra text like intro, chorus, or etc. Just put in the words. Repeated lines must be written out. If it's don't stand so, don't stand so, don't stand so, they all have to go in there. Begin each line with a capital letter. No funky all lowercase or all uppercase punctuation. Don't use punctuation at the end of the line. No commas, no full stops. Don't include blank lines except in between verses or chorus. So make sure that you've got your right formatting going on. Avoid entering excessively long lines. One sentence per line. That's very important there. Don't censor explicit words unless the words are dropped or bleeped in the audio recording. So if you're dropping an F-bomb, put an F-bomb. And for a complete list of store requirements, you can check our Apple and Music's Match guidelines there. Now, I know that was a minute of your life you're never getting back, but I promise you it will save you the hassle of getting your lyrics rejected if you just know these few things. Now, you can, of course, just start typing in your lyrics here, but hopefully you've already got them somewhere else. I use a OneNote document here, and it's a lot easier if you type them up in a Word doc or OneNote or Google Docs and then copy and paste them. So I'm just going to highlight all of my lyrics here. I'm going to go Command C or Control C on a PC and then Command V to paste them in. Let's look through here and make sure that I've actually followed all of these lyric advice. Now, this is a country song, which means we've got a bit of going and missing and starting, which aren't going to be dictionary words, but that's okay. And if you actually sing it that way, it's better to use those abbreviated versions. The other thing I wanted to point out here is that these ones here, these are the backing vocals. So, never had to see the lights, please take me home. So putting those in brackets is okay if they are backing vocals. In fact, it's preferred. Doesn't have to be, but keep in mind that if we're doing the synced lyrics, if we didn't have that at all, even though it's a backing vocal, nothing would be showing up on the screen at that time. So put in as much detail as you can. You can see here I've only got gaps between the choruses and the verses. So you do want to make sure that you've only got spaces in the right spot. In fact, you know what? I think I've actually made a mistake here. I think because that's the verse and that's the chorus, this is the second verse, and then this is actually the whole second chorus. So because it does like a double chorus, then it goes to the bridge here, and then this is the final chorus. So I'm going to remove a couple of those breaks. Probably wouldn't get it rejected, but it's not worth taking the risk, is it? So now we've got things in our verse, our chorus, and our bridge. We've got everything spelled correctly. We've got the styles that we've chosen. All we need to do now is go to the bottom here and hit the I agree and have read all the stuff and click on Save Lyrics. And boom, you are done. Now, don't be like me and don't have lyrics for 49 of your songs. Yeah, Pete's got some work to do. What we can now do is we can add more lyrics, yep, or we can go done adding lyrics for now, which we're going to do. What I now want to show you is the synced lyrics feature that you'll get if you use the Musician Plus plan. Now, we can't actually use that same song, and I'll show you why, because you actually need to wait for your plain lyrics to be approved. You can see here the yellow. If we try to go to the synced lyrics on this one, yeah, it won't let us actually do that one. So I'm going to have to go to a previous release where I've added plain lyrics but not synced lyrics and show you how it works. To find that, we'll go the other way this time through Goodies, Enhance Your Music and Lyrics, and this will take us into all of my songs. All we need to do is find one like this song, Imagination, that has plain lyrics but no synced lyrics. This time we're going to click on the synced lyrics button. Okay, so read that because it's relevant. It does take a long time to get these synced lyrics out there. It usually works most of the time, and it's usually onto your songs within a couple of weeks. And it means that when it's being played on places like Instagram, it will show the lyrics as the song is playing, which is pretty cool. So we'll click the I Love You Too button there. Now, this I've always explained as a bit of a Rock Band or Guitar Hero game that's a very basic version of it, because what we're basically going to do is click the play button, and every time a line starts, we need to hold down the space bar and release it at the end. When the next line starts, we hold down the space bar again and release it at the end. You kind of only get one try at this, so if you do mess up, you do have to start over. So I'm going to do this whole song. I won't make you watch it all, but I'm going to do the whole song and show you a little bit of how this is done. Let's click play. Got my space bar ready. Listen to the intro, and when it kicks in, we're ready with our space bar. The suspense, it builds. I should have picked a song with a shorter intro. Let's go.
Sometimes I sit around and wonder how it is I got here and if I'm going under. All the complications of my life, all the times when I couldn't reach a knife, in my back to the days when I was a little kid. Always worry about the things I never did, always thinking about the next big problem, even when it's someone else that's on the imagination.
Oh, French John. We did it. Yeah. And now we can just hit the saved times lyrics button and boom, we are done with our synced lyrics. And finally, just to show you the power of having your lyrics out there, if I was, say, looking for my song Anxiety, but I didn't know it was called Anxiety, but I knew the first line was, you say the time for hope is gone. Look at that. It will find your song by the lyrics that you put in. So getting your lyrics in there can actually help folks find your music, because if they're like, that song that goes, you say the time for hope is gone, they're going to find Anxiety. And I think that is pretty darn cool. So there you go. Get out there and start adding lyrics to your DistroKid releases. And what's that? You're not already a DistroKid user? Well, guess what? You can save yourself 7% off the first year on any DistroKid plan just by using the link down in the description. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.